Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Don here once more. So we've got an easy little gimmick to make. It's just a hollow tube, and you can see down the end it's just a hollow tube like that, and the size is only the size of the dice. There's no chance of the dice turning within the tube, and there's nothing on the back. There's nothing untoward otherwise than just a tube. So what we can do is put dice in the end like so, and with a great big long stick we can push the die through. Number 2, number 2, number 2, and number 2 at the end there. So what makes this tube just a little bit different is if we start maybe with the 6 or 3. Let's start with 3. Okay, so we have 3, and now 1, and now 4, and now 6, and then back to 3. Okay, I'll try that one more time because I know you're impressed. We'll start with the 6, and here we go, just pushing it through. Now it's 5, now it's 1, now it's 2, and back to 6 again. There we go. If that's not a miracle, then I don't know what is. Okay, so a neat little close-up magic type of trick, easy to make, cost hardly any money at all to make, and I will show you how exactly to make it, all the sizes that you need, and okay, we'll get on with the video. In the meantime, again, please subscribe to the channel, click the all button, and click the like button, and all will be well. Okay, so let's get on with the video then, and I'll show you how I made it. So I thought I'd show you the principle of how the trick works, if you hadn't worked it out already. If you've got a dice and you're pushing it along a piece of card with a pen like that, and you've got a gap of about 3/8 of an inch, it will fall in the gap, and you can carry on pushing it through, and it will change the number, obviously. So that's the premise, that's the idea behind the whole trick. But then you've got to make it. So I've worked it out. If you want to change the number 4 times, you've got a piece of card 7 7/8 of an inch, or exactly 20 centimeters. So if you cut a piece of card 20 centimeters long, and then the width is, well, depending on the size of your dice, this is the size of this dice is just over 1/2 inch or 12 millimeters. So I'm allowing 9/16 of an inch. So it's just a fraction wider for the clearance for the dice to pass through. Okay, so you've got 2 pieces, 2 thin pieces, the same width as the dice plus a little bit. So you've got a little bit of clearance there. And then these 2 pieces will be the same size plus the thickness, or 2 thicknesses of your card, which is 4 millimeters or 3/16 of an inch. So you want 2 pieces that size and 2 pieces the size of your dice plus a bit. Okay, I hope that's clear. So on which bit? This bit. We want the dice to appear, then disappear, then appear, then disappear, appear, disappear. So we want these pieces, and they need to be 1 1/4 inches long, which is, I wrote it down somewhere, 3.2 centimeters. By the time the dice hits that gap, turns around and come back out again, you need an inch and a quarter or 3.2 centimeters. I tried 1 inch and it just didn't work. You could see the dice coming out the other end. Anyway, you need an inch and a quarter, 3.2 centimeters. So cut those 4 out, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces there, and you need the width of the dice there, then the piece that you've just cut out there, that piece that you've just cut out, and that needs to go right on the edge there. And you'll have 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can stick them 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So if you've got 4 of these all the way along, now you see the dice, now you don't, now you see it, now you don't, now you see it, now you don't, so on. Okay, so that's that side. But on the other side, you need that 3/8 gap. So that is going to be halfway. It's going to be halfway across that inch and a quarter length there. So you need to cut that piece and stick that on. Then you need that piece and stick that on. And that piece and that piece and that piece and so on. If I just go ahead, cut the pieces out and show you before I put the top on, okay, then I think that will explain things a lot more clearly. But that's generally the premise or the sizes of everything that you need. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll cut these pieces out, stick them onto the base, and before I put the top on, I'll show you again. Okay, so cut my pieces up and stuck them on, and that's what it should look like now. So we've got where the dice appears and then goes behind an inch and a quarter of card, then reappears, disappears behind an inch and a quarter, appears, and then these pieces, the gap is in between these pieces here. So when it disappears, it falls down that gap and turns around and carries on. I don't know, that's a better view. Where's my pen? So as it goes through, it goes like, let's start at the beginning. A very good place to start. Goes like that. That's it, like that, and then all the numbers will hopefully change. Okay, so that's how it should be that way, and then we need to put the top on like that, and that's the front like that. So stick the top on like that. I'll spray the inside black first and then stick the top on, and then clad it with very thin white card so that you can't see these spaces at the back. That's a good selling point to the trick, that you can show the back to show that there's nothing untoward going on at the back of the trick. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish it off now and come back, see what it looks like then. So stuck that top piece on and then clad it all with this thin white card. So we've got that covered at the back. We can show the audience that there's nothing going on at the back, and we can show that the dice will only fit into that hole. There is no room for manoeuvre, that it won't turn around in that space. And then keeping the gimmick level, we've got the number 1 there. Bear with me. We've got the number 1 there, and we can push it through and it will still be number 1, still be number 1, number 1, number 1. Okay, so we can prove that the dice will go through and not turn around. And then all we have to do is just tilt it slightly backward. And if we start with the 6 and then go 5, 1, 2, and then back to 6. Okay, so that's the trick. That's all there is to it. Very easy to make. Costs very little, just a little bit of cardboard. Not too bad for a close-up magic type of trick if you're doing close-up stuff. Okay, or again, if you're making for your kids or grandkids, which seems to be the thing. It seems to be a lot. The average age of my viewers seems to be 45 years plus. So I'm guessing that most of my viewers are not young budding magicians, but shall we say elderly gentlemen that want to make as a hobby this kind of thing to impress their children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren. You never know. Okay, it's another example of something that you might want to try. Okay, again, thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the all button and you will be in like that. And you will be informed when new videos come along, of which there will be very many more. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. See you next time and bye for now.